Good afternoon, what's up, Mara? Hope you guys saw my swap meet earlier. Yeah. What are you on? You mean scrambled eggs with cheese? It's amazing. I make amazing scrambled eggs. Yeah. Yeah, if you're coming with all the water, yeah, well, Scotch will boil the water. Yeah, man. Yeah. What do you eat for supper, there, Ivan? Hot dogs. My supper about hot dogs. I'll eat the hot dogs for supper tonight. Yeah. Yeah, man, you and VJ are gonna be movie stars, Ivan. I know. You and VJ are gonna be movie stars, obviously. Big famous movie stars in the world, right? Me and VJ are gonna be the most famous movie stars in the world. That's where God, right? Yeah, most famous movie stars in the world, and the highest paid movie stars in the world by far, right? As we're gonna make our billions off our movie contracts. That's why VG cries, but she knows the deal with Amazon's a huge deal. Yeah, Ivan, I want you to get me out. I want to sign that mega deal with you, Ivan. That multi-billion deal with you, and I want to be a famous producer. Yeah, VG got to put in Hollywood. Yo, Ivan, I make like my 250K, 500K for my movies and all, Ivan. 750K I make. I want to make those billions with you, Ivan. Yeah, because Victoria Justice is supposed to be a multi-billionaire, but the gates stooped her. She saw the gates. They're guarding all the doors in her career. Obviously, that's why she cries. She knows she got duped. As VJ is obviously frustrated with her career because she knows she has the keys. She releases music and movies, and she gets paid shitty money for it once she has the keys to the kingdom. Yes, VJ, because you sold out to the gates, and they can now guard it on your career, and that's why you can't make your billions, obviously, because you sold out to the gates. You're on the gates in Hollywood. And they do too. That's why VJ cries to me to get her out, because she wants the financial control and make those billions with me for movie contracts. VJ knows me and her's movie contracts are in the billions, man. It's a huge deal. The Xanus movie deals like a 50, 60, 70 billion, 100 billion deal. The Grayscape is a 30, 40 billion, 45 billion deal. It's a 40 billion, 35 billion deal. It's a huge deal. Victoria Justice wants to make all that money with me and be a famous movie star with me and have to control me, obviously. That's why she cries. She got two by the gates. VJ has career goals. Yeah, if I want to be a famous movie star with you, Ivan, and sign on mega deal with Amazon with you to make those bills, you, Ivan. Yeah, that's why she cries. She wants the power of control with me, and she wants to make that money with me, obviously. And she wants to do big budget movies, not these shitty independent movies. No, she wants to do big budget movies with Ivan. Once I get out of Hollywood, she can now do big budget movies with Ivan, obviously, because I got her out. Got some sound? Yeah. That's why she cries. She got duped, man. Yeah, man. She got duped. Yeah. Yeah, man, those eggs were amazing. Yeah. I made scrambled eggs with cheese. Amazing, man. So good. Yeah. So Vija wants you to get her out. Yeah, Victoria doesn't know she has the keys to the kingdom, but she sold out because she's fucking stupid and she got duped by the gates. VJ knows she has useless keys. The world knows about her movies and her music, and yet she's only worth $12 million. The gates are guarding all door in her careers. They duped her, obviously. That's how you know Ivan, they're gonna dupe you too if you sell. That's why God gave me the keys. That way they don't dupe me. Families don't dupe me. I win my billions, obviously, with VJ. Off my book right now. Billions off the movie brand right now. VJ got duped bad, man. Badly. Whereas I did not get duped. I may be poor, but I did not get duped. My keys are not worthless and useless like VJ's. My keys are actually worth a lot. I did not sell the gatekeepers. And I wrote my math out of Isaiah. That's billions for me. I have the keys. VJ wants me to get it on. She wants a piece of that, obviously. That's some Sarah. She wants a piece of the money I made on my book, obviously. VJ knows I want to make my 20, 30, 40, 50 billion off the book. Something crazy. That's why she wants me to get her out. She wants a piece of it, obviously, and have her free with me and control me. And she loves me. She wants to be me. She wants to see the light too. Look at that, right? Yeah. Yeah. That's why she cries. She got duped. obviously. Yeah. Alright, so you and VJ will not be as rich as the gatekeepers. No, man. They control all the money in the world. They make the gatekeepers make their easy tens of trillions every year. Yeah. The 100 trillion made around the world every year. The gates probably take 20 trillion, 30 trillion that they take. So for the past, let's say you pay the fee when you're pushing 40, Ivan, that means the gatekeepers made their hundreds of trillions for the past like 40 years. Well, they kept you poor. That's why I'm not gonna let those guys take my money. You made all these hundreds of trillions for the past like 40 years. Well, you kept me poor. The 30, 40, 50 been on the books for me, VG. It's not for you. You're not touching it. It's my money. It's not yours. You're not touching it, obviously. That's why they're pissed off. Because they know I did, obviously. I have the keys. I don't have to sell them. That's why the only thing they can do is be desperate and threaten me with death to get me to sell and have them do me. But even then, I say, no, I'm not going to have you guys take my money. These billions off the books for me, VG. It's not for you. You're not touching it. Obviously. I know it's scary dying, but your father's protected, man. You're going to wake up 1 minute later in the hospital after you die. 1 minute after that horrifying moment, you're going to wake up. Because when you die, you're unconscious. That's no time. So, like, 1 minute later, I wake up in the hospital and get it over with, man. Yeah, man. And BJ gets her healing. She's fresh. She sees Ivan now, obviously. And the Xanus man's yours, and all those billions off of Xanus book, Ivan, goes to you. The gates don't touch it. They can't touch it because I not sold them, obviously. And we can't touch that money. Ivan didn't, the deal to do, we didn't sell to Ivan, didn't sell to us. We can't touch his billions. They can't touch my billions. My father protect me, obviously. I make my 20, 30, 40, 50 bit off the book. That's how usually curious. Ivan, how much money did you make off your book, by the way? I made $50 billion. You made $50 billion off your book. Oh my gosh, she's like, holy shit, would you live life that money? I know. Are you going to share that? Yeah, and I'm like, yes, VJ, I will, sweetie. You share all the money with you. Chill, calm down, relax. She I have like $1.5 million in my bank. She's like, pork bread to me. I made like $50 million off the book. She has like $1.5 million in her bank. She's poor. Yeah, I mean, I'll share all of the money I have. I'll share it with you, Ivan. Yeah, even if it makes a difference, right? Yeah, I made like $50 million off the book. And Victoria Justice knows I'm the only money she has access to. That's why she wants a piece of that, obviously. I'm like, sweetie, chill, relax. I'm gonna share the money, man. Chill, calm down, evil woman. Yeah, she knows that money can live a life. We'll see. And then once I register for the cars with VJ will tell me, Ivan, let's build that $1 million house you talk about in your videos. She admits she's on my videos. She's a light now. Let's buy her like $400 million, $450 million jet, $100 million jet. Let's get that $100 million unique 71 yacht. Let's get our clothes, our shoes. Let's travel. After that, let's travel on the world and say the best sweets, Ivan. All pocket change. Let's hire drivers, Ivan. Yeah, living life. She knows that money. You live life that money. It's unlimited. Let's start that film studio, Ivan. Yeah, we start that film studio together, DJ. I live with the bank account, man. Living the life. And we're trying to. Don't forget that, right? Yeah. 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 Take a shower after this. we're gonna watch after this, Ivan? I'm gonna watch show, take a shower, watch show with you guys. And after that, I'm gonna watch some Nia 2's Perry Stone. And after that, I'm gonna watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Obviously, see episode 2. That's a good show. I love that show. It's an amazing show. I'm gonna watch that after I watch the other stuff, right? Yeah. I'm just pissed off. I have to watch it with my phone because my stepfather took away my laptop charger. Yeah. That's why I can't wait to get out of his house, man. I'm sick and tired of him taking my stuff, man. He's been doing this for years. Even before I smoked, he just kept taking away my PS3 and breaking my movies. He's fucking weird, that guy, man. That's what you know why they're gonna do, man. They're psychopaths, man. They haven't had me, and they don't like you, Ivan. That's why I came with the keys. But don't dupe me, man. Otherwise, if you didn't have the keys, Ivan, they would dupe you. Yeah, man. Dupe you and take all your money, man. That's why I came with the keys. They don't dupe me. Yeah. Well, your book be long, Ivan. Yeah, you're looking at like an 800-page book. According to Google, it said 200,000 words is 650 to 800 pages. Obviously, because the when they added my book, the sentence structures will be like an 800-page book. But the 800 pages are going to fly by because the Xanus is a master's, man. It's the greatest story ever told, man. Amazing book. That's why the 800 pages are going to fly by, obviously, when you read the book, obviously. I'm going to turn that book into a movie. Looking at the greatest story ever told. You know, when you read the book, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man, like, how do you write that, man? That's not normal, man, I know. It's my father. That I have a heavenly gift, guys. I cracked the code in writing, right? And my book is unique and special, obviously. When you read it, right? It's an amazing book. Yeah. A book worth billions, man. 20, 30, 40, $50 million I make off the book. That's crazy. When I tell VJ I made $50 million off the book, she'll be shocked. We made $50 billion with a B? Yeah, she's like, holy shit, Ivan. Like, that's so much money, Ivan. I know. You won the lottery, Ivan. I know. That's why she wants a piece of it, obviously. Because VJ knows that's the only money she has access to now. Even though she has like $1.5 million in her bank, that's not like $50 billion, right? Victoria Justice knows everything is now locked on her. The only money she has access to is the money Ivan made off his book. That's why she wants a piece of it, obviously, because that's the only money she has access to. And she knows with that money she can achieve her career dreams. And personal dreams with Ivan too, because VJ has personal dreams with Ivan and career dreams with Ivan. She wants to do music with Ivan, but the more important one is that she wants to be a famous movie star with Ivan and sign that huge deal with Ivan. Be featured in magazines with Ivan. And her personal stuff, she wants to get her nice clothes, her shoes, her high-end cars, buy the 2 unheard of jets like Incredibles, buy her the yachts, travel on the world, stay at like resorts and suites and hotels. And go to events and bars and restaurants and clubs with Ivan. Live a life with Ivan, obviously. And she wants to try me, obviously, when she's queen with me. That's why she cries. She got duped. I did not get duped. Victoria Justice got duped. I did not get duped. That's why she cries to me to get her out, because VJ knows she got duped by Gates in Hollywood, obviously. She has a shitty career in Hollywood. She's not free. Don't forget that either, right? He's just a dirty slave. She has to do it to make her money too, VJ, right in Hollywood, right? Yeah, Ivan Holly was dirty. Get me the fuck out of here. I got duped. Yeah, VJ got duped. Does VJ really care about these people in Hollywood? No, she doesn't, man. All she cares about is me, obviously, because I'm VJ's baby. I'm her husband, who's why. VJ just doesn't care about anyone else around the world except for me. She cares about me. That's all she cares about, right? All she cares about is me, obviously. She doesn't care about these other guys that much, right? No, you guys are saying, yeah. Sarah, all she cares about is me, obviously, be with me. That's why VJ runs away with me, because I'm VJ's baby. I'm Y, her husband. She runs away with me because she doesn't care about these other guys that much. All she cares about is Ivan Amaro. That's why she cries to me, obviously, because she wants to be with me and she wants to live that life with me, obviously. Be a faith loser with me. That's why she cries. She doesn't really care about these other people in Hollywood. All she cares about is Ivan Amaro, who's her husband, who's white, right? That's all VJ cares about. Yeah. That's why she runs away. She takes her things and runs away with me. She abandons everything in her life and she takes her things and runs away with Ivan. That's how you know Victoria Justice doesn't really care about these people. All she cares about is being with Ivan. All she cares about is Ivan, obviously. Who's her husband, who's white. That's why she runs away with me and wants to pay the fee. She abandons everything in her life and she runs with me. It's just me and her, obviously, we're king, queen. Yo, Ivan, as long as I'm with you, I'm happy. I don't need anyone else, Ivan. Because I'm the cure to VJ's happiness, obviously. As Ivan Amaro makes a woman feel alive. He makes a woman feel alive. That's why you guys also make VJ pay with me, because Ivan's special. He's fucking God's son. He has the God gene. He can make a woman feel alive. VJ has to pay for that too. She has to pay for that. That's why you guys are going to force me to pay the fee, obviously. And have me do it when I'm not interested in having sex with these women or these Hollywood men. You guys are crazy people. Yeah. 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 We make the hot dogs now. No, I'll make the hot dogs later during the evening, around maybe 4 or 5 o'clock. I'll make the hot dogs. I already ate my eggs, right? Yeah. Show you guys more scenes of my book, Xanus. Re-snippets. Your book is sick. I know my book's a masterpiece, man. Masterpiece, man. What scene should I show you guys? Thinking. Yeah. I'll show you the beginning of X of Safi's again. How do I know you know Solid Thief? Listen, that's not one of my most entertaining scenes. Yeah. You guys already read this, right? I keep showing you re-snippets. I think after this I'm done though, but I mean, keep reading. Wait. Read that. Oh, your book is sick. My book's a masterpiece, man. This is not one of the most entertaining see all, guys, right? Read that. This is leads into the scene. Job, I think our horse is taken care of. Yeah, it leads into the scene, right? I think I'll end it here. And that's it. Yeah. I love you, man. My book is sick, man. It's a masterpiece, man. I'll show you one more scene. What other scene? I'll show you this air tap scene again, right? Yeah. Show you this scene here. What volumes is Ivan? This is volume 1. Was the other scenes volume 2, the end of volume 2, right? Access of Sapphires, obviously. Yeah. And that's it, guys. You guys already read this like 2-3 times now, right? I'm showing you recently, I won't spoil the story for you guys. These are, I love you, right now. My book is sick, man. It's a masterpiece. I mean, how do you know your book is 800 pages? I showed you guys yesterday. I know my book is 800 pages because my book is already at like 630 pages, so it will not be 650. It'll be like 800 pages, obviously, once I edit it. How many pages is a 200,000 word novel? And you get your answer here. I see this. Yeah. A 200,000 word novel ranges from 600 to 800 pages. Standard published book, approximately 670 to 750 pages. Standard manuscript, double space. My book will be double space, obviously. 800 pages. I see that. AI overview. Yeah. That's so you know my book is. Yeah. Show you one more scene. Yeah, on Tactius, right? The beginning of the story. That's sick, obviously, right? You guys already read this, right? Yeah, that's why Peter Jackson, I'm looking at a masterpiece, I know. Like, this reads like a movie. I know it reads like a movie. This is Lord of the Rings, I know he's Lord of the Rings. Obviously. You guys already read the first 6 pages of Antacius. Yeah. I'll show you the scene one with the manager, right? That was sick. Yeah. Manager applies onto the base. You're looking at a masterpiece, man. Something better than Lord of the Rings, man. I'm gonna skip the beginning of it. You guys already read this, right? Yeah, you guys can read from here. You guys already read this, right? When you reread it, you're still hooked because this is a masterpiece. Yeah. You read this. Read, I love your book. I know my book is sick, obviously. The answer is money. Yeah. See how Tacitonius is sarcastic? He makes fun of the manager here. He's sarcastic Tacitonius. Yeah. Your book is sick, man. I know, John. Your book is sick, I'm saying. Yeah. I think after this, I'm going to stop showing you guys recent but you guys already reread it many times. I'm not showing you any new scenes I'm not supposed to for you guys, right? Yeah. Reading. See? Queen Sarah told Maramis, Cassius to not let Tactius and Tactonius know about devil wolves. I was looking at Masterpiece Man. They all live in the south. Who's Iron Man? This is bro. Thanks, Alpies, bro. Of the Rings. It's Masterpiece Man. And I think I'll stop it here. Yeah. Is Young Tactius really the worst chapter in your book? Yes, it is. Besides the prologue. The prologue is the worst. But Young Tactius is the worst chapter, arguably, in my whole book. But it's still entertaining enough to keep you hooked, right? That's my point. Okay, I'll end it here after this, guys. Yeah. You can read that, and that's it. And that's it, guys. Recent, but you guys already read this now, like, what, like three times now? Yeah. Even on your reread, you're still hooked. I know, Xanus' book you can read over and over again. It's a masterpiece, man. I think that's it, guys. I'm not going to show you any more recent because I'm done. I already spoiled a good, like, 40% of line 1, 2, 45% of line 1, 2 for you guys. Yeah. I'm done after that, right? Guys, we'll see what happens when you read the rest of my book, right? I'm almost pissed over you. Please, I love your book. I know my book is sick, man. It's a masterpiece. That's why the case want to control it, VJ. I know I did it right. You know this book is worth billions. 20, 30, 40, even 50 billion I make off the book. That's something crazy. If a good, like, I don't know, 700 million people buy my print, I will be making my, like, 30, 40, even 50 billion off the book. Because for the print, it's more expensive, so I make more money. Whereas the ebook, I don't make as much profit. It's only $22. I take 90, but because it's only $22, I don't make as much profit. Whereas for the print, it's $80, so I make a lot more profit. I might even make 40 billion, 50 billion off the book. That's why when I tell VJ I made like 40 billion off my book, she's shocked. I made 40 billion off your book. I'm like, yeah, she's like, holy shit, I mean, that's a lot of money. I know. That's why she wants a piece of it, obviously. She's evil, obviously, yeah. Uh-huh. Alright, how do you do it, man? That's not normal, man. I know my book is sick. Man, this is money. It's money, man, you know. Ivan, Young Tactics is really your worst chapter in your book? Yes, it is. For me personally, it is the worst chapter. Well, the worst is actually the prologue. The prologue is the worst, but the prologue is not part of the chapter. It's a prologue, right? But Young Tactius is arguably the worst. It's the worst chapter in my book because it's just the life of Tactius when he's young. Or you can argue Capture is the worst one. You can argue Young Tactius is better than Capture, but no, it's not. Young Tactius is the worst chapter in my book. But it's still entertaining to keep you up when you guys read it, right? Yeah, it's still an entertaining chapter, but it's probably my weakest one. It's just Tactius when he's a kid, right? With training in the arts with Tacitonius. Yeah. You're going to see the young Tactius in the movie, young Tacitonius, and after that it transfers 20 years later. You see me and John Mega, we're older and all that stuff. We're adults now in the movie. And John Mega is my cousin. G-Munch is my cousin. We're close in the movie. Look at a sick movie, man. Your book is sick, man. I know John Book is sick, I'm saying. Yeah, man, I didn't know you were that gifted, man. Oh, yeah, guys, I'm gifted. I have a gift. Ace is a masterpiece, man. Amazing story. I don't believe you, man. You really write what you show us? No, guys, I'm not lying. I wrote that, man. I wrote it. I wrote everything myself. But some people might say, oh, I even use AI. Guys, when I started writing Xanus, there was no AI. I started Xanus in 2011. I started writing Xanus in 2011, and I wrote the book over the past, it took me 8-9 years to finish the book. Back then, there was no AI for writing. So I didn't use AI. But some people might actually think I use AI because my writing is so good. But no, guys, I have the heavenly gift. That's why my writing is amazing. I cracked the code in writing, guys. My book's unique and special, obviously. Masterpiece. Yeah, because I have the heavenly gift that you guys don't have right away. Ivan has a fucking heavenly gift, man. That's why his book's not normal. Yeah, because I have the unique heavenly gift, that's why my book is not normal. It's special, obviously. When you read these other books, they're all regular and normal, right? When you read it, right? Yeah. People told me, yeah, man, like your trilogy will beat up my Lord of the Rings, Ivan. Like the whole, like the prologue is already amazing. Then the scene when Tactius is a kid, that's already amazing too. Like Tactius gets into a fight with the kids with Tacitonius, as you guys read. Only Prince Tactius and his cousin get the tray in there, and I was saying, yeah, I mean, they sound like kids. I know my book is sick, man. It's massive, man. This is money. He's like, yeah, I'm looking at a sick movie, man. Like Volume 1, even though it doesn't have much action, that's entertaining, Ivan. Like, that's better than My Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah, people tell me, oh, Ivan, like your Volume 1's better than My Fellowship of the Ring, Ivan. I know, Peter. This better than the Rings. I know, Peter. Lord of the Rings was saying, Ivan, can I get more of that? I'm like, no, Peter. $1.3 billion for you is enough in Canadian, which is about $1.7 million for you. That's enough, Peter. That's $900 in your bank. Stop being greedy, and your agent's cut. Stop being greedy. That's enough. I'm just messing with you. That's not money for me. I want to make a check of that. I know, Peter, but I'm not paying you for you greedy pig. That's enough, Peter. Stop being greedy. All right, I'm just messing with you. That's the deal. That's the deal. That's a lot of gold for me. Yeah, because a lot of gold. $900 in your bank is a lot of money for you for 5 years of work. Stop being greedy, Peter. It's a deal. His agent, Hank Hammond, it's a deal. Yeah, it's a deal, obviously. Mel Gibson will set my deal, too. $5 million is enough for Mel Gibson. I'm not paying for money. I get more than that. I'm like, no, Mel. $5 million is enough. Stop being greedy, Mel. Sarah. Mel signed a mega deal too. Not Peter's deal, but he signed like a $550 million deal, which is like $400 million in his American money. Mel Gibson signed a $400 million deal in his American money. He's walking away with like $200 something in his bank. Mel Gibson, a lot of money for Mel too, obviously. But I'm not paying him as much as Peter because he's not as big as Peter. But I'm still making sure he gets paid the big bucks. Mel Gibson, obviously, right? If he wants more, I'm not paying him more because Mel's greedy too. I'm like, Mel, no, I'm not paying more money. Stop being greedy. I'm just measuring. It's a deal. Yeah, Mel, stop being greedy. Because they know me, VJ's profits in the billions. That's why the directors and the actors, agents, they want a bigger cut of it, obviously. And Peter will push for more. I'm like, I'm going to be strict. Peter, no, man, I'm paying you enough. This is what you're worth. I'm not paying you more money, man. I'm paying you $1.7 billion. You're Brazilian money. That's enough, Peter. You're walking with like $900 in your bank, $88 million in your bank after taxes and your agent's cut. That's enough money for you. I'm not paying more money, Peter. This is still Ivan. Sign me up. I'm just messing with you, Ivan. That's more than money for me. Yeah, Peter. Stop being greedy, greedy pig. Yeah. This is more with me for living in the hot, Peter. Yeah, I'm spoiling with perks. Don't forget that, Peter. And I gave you a $3 billion budget, Peter. I'm paying you all this money, Peter, and I'm giving you an unlimited budget, which is every director's dream. To get paid so much money and have an unlimited budget. You can do whatever you want to do for the movie, Peter. For the battle scenes, for the world building, for the set building, for the extras, for the music. For the Vision Fest and Special Fest, you can afford it all, Peter. I know, Ivan. The horror theme wolves and bats. Yeah, I can afford it all. Yeah, Peter. The costumes, are weapons, and masks. We can afford it. Yeah. That's why the whole thing will get drained. I might have a good maybe $150 million over in the budget after everything gets drained for the Xanus movie, right? If I do have $150 million, I'll put more of that. Peter, I'll talk with Peter. If we have like $150 million over in the budget, you want to Ivan, just put more money towards special effects. That way you get a better movie. You will get an even better movie, obviously. I mean, if I have $150 million over in the budget for the Xanus movie, I can put a good 30 million more towards special effects and visual effects. Yeah. Towards the 3 volumes. Yeah. People tell me, Ivan, if you think my Helm's Deep war was amazing, think of a war that'll blow this out of the water, Ivan. Because you put so much money towards visual effects and special effects, $600 million per volume. Think of a world that'll blow my Lord of the Rings Hobbit world out of the water. If you thought Rivendell was beautiful, Ivan, your Xanus will be better than Rivendell, Ivan. And think of demons that will make my rings or Uruk-hai in Two Towers look good. Yeah, people tell me that, obviously. I'm Mel too. Or Mel, right? Yeah. Yeah, almost under, guys. Will VJ read your book before you meet her? Of course she will. Victoria Justice, once I meet Victoria Justice in Los Angeles, she would have already read my book. Yeah, Ivan, I read your whole book. I read your whole book in like 2 days, Ivan. Like, Ivan, man, you wrote that? You wrote that book? I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit, Ivan, that's a masterpiece, Ivan. That's better than Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. I know, Peter. That's better than Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings, Ivan. I know, VJ. I don't think VJ read Lord of the Rings, but I know she read Harry Potter because I saw her purchase The Cursed Child back in 2018. So Victoria Justice, I think, is a Harry Potter fan. She might have read all the books. I don't know if she did. I know she read The Cursed Child because she posted an Instagram picture of her purchasing the book. So tell me, Ivan, I enjoyed The Last of Us more than J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, Ivan. That's a masterpiece, Ivan. I know, VJ. You wrote that, Ivan? I'm like, yeah. How much copies did you sell? I sold like 1.3 million copies. You sold 1.3 million copies? Yeah. How much money did you got your book, by the way, Ivan? Yeah, VJ, I made like $40 million. You made $40 million off your book, Ivan? Yeah, she's like, holy shit, I really like that money. I know, VJ. You said I filmed to you. I know, VJ. You're welcome. That's why she appreciates me so much. This is what I did for her, obviously, right? Yeah. Yeah. Ivan, are you bluffing? Is your whole book related to anything like that? Yes, guys. I showed you guys all the snippets of my book. Everything I showed you guys hook. Yeah, we're entertained, Ivan. Yeah, the whole book is constant entertainment when you read it. Xanus is not a book that has hook moments. No, it's a consistent hook from the beginning to the end. It's a masterpiece, man. That's why the Gates want to control it, because they know I want a masterpiece. It's a brand worth billions. That's why they want to control it, obviously. They didn't write it. I'm not going to let those guys take my money when they didn't even write my book, man. You didn't write it. I'm not going to let you take advantage of my gifts and have you do like that, man. You didn't write my book. I wrote it. Those blood, sweat, and tears, that money's for me and VJ. It's not for you. You're already making up my money. Well, this money's for me and VJ. You're not touching it. Well, I'm not going to let you take my money when you make all that money. Like, you're crazy. Yeah, man. Making your hundreds of trillions since I was born. I paid the fee when I'm close to 40. They made their hundreds of trillions. They don't want me being part of the lobbies. That's why they hid the wealth from us. Me and VJ. And you think I'm going to let you take my blades on my book? You're crazy. That money's mine. It's not yours. You're not touching it. You have your money. I'm going to tell you, look, man, you have your trillions. These billions are for me and VJ. It's not for you. You're just a greedy pig, man. You want to steal my money when you make all the money because you're crazy, man. Zero. The money is for me, VJ. It's not for you. There you go. You're not touching it. I have the keys. I don't have to sell to you. There you go. Sarah. That's why they're so desperate, the families. They trap Ivan with death. If we trap Ivan with death, hopefully we scare him into selling. We dupe him in VJ. And Ivan gets a garbage, rotten egg, Victoria Justice. He shares with the world. He doesn't get to go and with VJ. He doesn't get a fresh. We're saved. We can guard the door on his Xanus brand and him and VJ's career in Hollywood. And we dupe them. I'm not going to let those guys dupe me, man. I choose the other choice. I'm not going to let those guys dupe me, man. No way, man. I have the fucking keys. I don't have to sell to you guys, man. I can open the door myself. I don't need you to open the door for me. I can open it myself. I don't need your help, man. I can open the door myself. Yeah, we know that, Ivan. You got the fucking keys. You can open the door yourself for your brand. Which means I don't have to sell to them, which means freedom for me and VJ. Because I can sell to them, right? That's why God gave me the keys. How we can escape from the gatekeeper's hall system that they own. That's why God gave me the keys. That way you can get out, Ivan, and escape from the Hollywood system. Duh. And once I start my film studio, I can get all the chosen Hollywood actors out of Hollywood. They escape from Hollywood. I can pay them way more money than what they're going to sign them to the mega deals that they don't make in Hollywood. I'm sorry. But they're only going to be free for a couple of years. And after that, the Hollywood actors have to go back to the Hollywood system being left behind. That's how it works, right? Don't hate him. Say, yeah. But all you want, all you Hollywood actors, I'm not going to be signing you guys. So I'm sorry. You guys are crazy people. I'm not going to have the same actors I movie, you crazy people. Yeah. But they're going to all beg, obviously. I'm like, no, guys. You're not good for the next movie. I'm not going to be signing you guys. You crazy people. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I see what you're saying. After what we read, after reading all your snippets for your book, we now understand why your stepmother told you it's number one. Yeah, it's number one. And it will be a public embarrassment in the entertainment industry when I release the book, obviously. As these books that these other fancy fans read are regular and normal. They're not like Ivan. Ivan's book is special. Their book is not like Ivan's. Obviously. And it will be a public embarrassment in the Hollywood industry too. As all these Hollywood movies that come out, some of them are amazing. Most of them are not great. But there are some gems. And even the gems are not as good as saying. It's like Sinners, one battle after another, and James Gunn's Superman are amazing movies. But they're not as good as Xanus. Xanus is a better story than all those movies. I mean, that's why all the directors and actors and executives and producers will be shocked when they remember, holy shit, man, Ivan's book is better than all our fucking stories in Hollywood. Yeah, he wrote a masterpiece, man. Yeah, Xanus is a masterpiece, man. Amazing story. Especially when we read Volume 3, I almost pulled Sophie, right? Yeah, Volume 3 is when it will blow your mind away. Yeah. Sit him on the page, right? Yeah. Wow, you got some balls, man. You think your Xanus movie will be better than Game of Thrones and Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings? Yes, guys, it'll be a better movie trilogy than Game of Thrones and Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings. I'm not lying, guys. My stepmother told me the one, guys. As the Gates obviously read sections of my book, obviously, when they hacked it. Obviously, they hacked my laptop. And when they, They also read sections of my book when I printed out my manuscript. My stepmother told me that she read a bit of it and she said it's amazing. She read it on the bus when she worked. My stepbrother told me that my stepfather read the end of Volume 1. We're on his domain, and my younger stepbrother told me, yeah, my stepbrother told me this is sick. He said that this is sick. He said that. Yeah. And I remember I heard him say, "How the heck can you come up with a story like that?" He said that. My stepbrother told me things. I'm like, yeah, now book you wrote number one. Hollywood would love this. It'd be all over this time. And she told me that. So if I sold out, God forbid, there'd be a huge bidding war in Hollywood over my brand. All these big Hollywood studios will be have a bidding war for my brand. They want to get their hands on my brand, obviously. But the Xanus brand's mine. I'm not gonna have these guys control my brand. And why? That money's mine. I don't want anyone touching my stories. I'm saying. That's why Xanus with the greatest fans operating. Anyways, guys, this is where I show the show. So I'm signing off. Peace. Hope you guys enjoy my re-snippets of Xanus. My masters of Xanus. Peace out, guys. Don't hate me, guys. Peace. Xanus.